World Concern goes where other organizations don't, serving some of the most vulnerable people in the world. Mothers who must walk miles to draw water from a filthy pond. Men who leave their hungry families to look for scarce opportunities for work. Frail grandmothers caring for a household of grandchildren. Teenagers orphaned by HIV/AIDS, raising their own siblings.
World Concerns programs have really impacted the community much in a big way, more so in our church. Basically, we as pastors, we really want to have the orphans assisted. We want to see the community transformed in a practical way, not just the word that we are offering. We also want to see the practical part of it.
Daisy was only 12 when both parents died of AIDS, leaving her to care for her 3 younger siblings. World Concern learned about Daisy's plight and stepped up to help with counseling and emotional support. Daisy also received seeds, fertilizer, and a goat to start a small farm to feed her family. Now 18, Daisy has a kiosk at the edge of her property and earns enough income to send her siblings to school.
The other thing is, most of the people in the community were not able to take their children to school because they didn't have the opportunity, or they didn't have that chance of paying their school fees.
When the World Concern came in, one of the conditions was that a sponsored kid must be in school. So after that one, the enrollment has really come up. Right now we have got about 307. Before that we only had about 170.
I hope to go to secondary school, even university.
When they had their loans and they added more stock to their businesses, they were able to get profit, and through that they were able to take their kids to school and pay their school fees. And I see that as a big achievement because education is everything in these days.
I have seen even my kids, what they have gone through. They went through school, they have gotten jobs, so now they are working. I feel so grateful to my God. I thank Him for what He has done to me.
The people used to depend on an open well. It was under, but it was too open. And all the animals and people used to depend on that well. So we came up with this idea of the well. It's a hand dug well, dug by hand. And we have liners in it on the walls of the wells. And then we installed the pump, the hand pump. Yeah, it's a kind of a deep well pump.
This Maasai woman received a World Concern loan for seeds and fertilizer and training on how to space crops and raise corn, beans, and potatoes. Now I'm able to grow food and will save on having to buy food to feed my family and animals, she said. World Concern is helping the Maasai people diversify their sources of food and income so they have enough to eat, even in droughts and disasters. A small business loan of just $100 can make a profound difference in the lives of women in extreme poverty. This Maasai woman told us that she was so poor she could not even afford to buy salt. Now, with the profits from her small business, she's able to provide her children with a healthy diet.
They were telling us about
Before, Eunice worked in a saloon. She was unhappy and barely able to support her children. A microloan from World Concern allowed her to open a tiny clothing stall in the marketplace. The stall has now expanded, and she plans to hire her first employee.
What I can say is just I give thanks to the Lord and the grace of the Lord be upon those who provide us through the one concern and promote them. And the grace and the mercies of the Lord be upon them.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you. Amen.